I slept on the purple mattress from Muskelly Furniture and Muskelly Sleep Stores last night. If you are in the, if you're looking around for your next mattress, I highly recommend going to Muskelly Sleep Store or any of the Muskelly Sleep Stores or Muskelly Furniture in Pearl and check out their amazing selection. Obviously, I love the purple mattress, but they have other brands. Lay down on it, check it out, see what works for you. Sleep is very, very important. Rest and recovery, brought to you by Muskelly Sleep Stores. We are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. March Madness is around the corner. I'm ready. We'll be at the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook and Lounge Monday, and then after the show, we'll go to the luncheon, and that will be the Bailey Howell Award and the Peggy Gillum Award, brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Shout out to that team for taking it. Their VIP kind of high-end conference room is awesome, and I can't wait. I cannot wait to go and drive up there on a Sunday. And what will be on Sunday? I guess it'll just be a little NBA. NFL news will be everywhere, so that'll be all right. And have a little dinner and then roll out of bed and do the show on Monday. We don't do many Monday remotes. Could count on one hand. But this one lines up. So I'm excited. We'll be at the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook and Lounge Monday for the Bailey Howell, Peggy Gillum, Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. Tied into all that, the awards. And I think Josh Hubbard's going to win the Howell Award. He's had an unbelievable, there's been others. We have had other people have good seasons for sure. But without Hub, Mississippi State's not in this position to punch their ticket. They got a big one tonight. Mississippi State at Texas A&M. Buzz Williams. That guy likes to dress, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. What did we nail him down as? Was it the strength coach or was it?
Well, the way he dresses doesn't. Now, I get that his haircut and the way he's built. I understand that.
Right.
That he looks like he could be, the strength and conditioning coach at Colin. Now, but the way when he gets all dressed up, it's a little bit different deal. I think he's almost got a throwback, kind of Chicago Mafia from the, way back when, like the 40s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, under the table, like bar, like behind the building sort of deals, that sort of guy?
Yeah. I mean, they're all into prohibition and maybe I need to go back a little bit further, but yeah, absolutely. Buzz Williams, he's done a good job at A&M. This year, they're just solid. They're dangerous, but it's not like they've got 21 wins. I expect a physical game. Tolu needs to play physical. Tolu needs to play physical. And Tolu needs to play physical. Boy, if you win this game, you're living right.
That's it, right?
You're in. You're in. You're in. And I still think that, you obviously have a really good chance to beat South Carolina on Saturday at home. I know they're good, but you do have it's not like they blew you out at South Carolina. It was the first game of the year, too. And you looked kind of lethargic, to be honest. But anyway, South Carolina won the game. And it is what it is. And we didn't realize they were picked 14th. And Mississippi State fans were acting like they lost to, Ole Miss. And, South Carolina's in position to win the SEC championship with what happened last night.
Mm-hmm. They are looking great. Dalton Connect, he's the face of college basketball, right? Men's college basketball.
I don't know about that, but I see where you're going.
Like the teams that are in the SEC. And then you were talking about how South Carolina and really Texas A&M is still dangerous. There's so many teams in the SEC that aren't going to make the tournament that are still dangerous.
Absolutely. Like the one Mississippi State's playing tonight. No question.
I mean, even teams like Georgia are still dangerous.
Is that because your Ole Miss Rebels lost to them last night?
Yeah.
Or because you really believe that?
A little bit of both.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, a little bit. There's some fan in there, but after seeing Ole Miss lose last night, I have to say, obviously they're dangerous because my team lost to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was a competitive game.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, Morrell, I hope he's all right. Whatever's going on.
I mean, I'm sure it's just a stomach flu. He'll be fine by noon today.
I was hoping
he's an elite athlete that got IVs. I'm sure on the plane home.
I mean, the way he plays sometimes, I thought it might be his flu game. Comes out for like 36.
You never know.
9 of 13 from 3. You can always hope.
Well, y'all are just waiting to kick it in the tournament in Nashville.
Right, exactly.
So,
or maybe
you're sandbagging.
Yeah. No, actually, we're sandbagging for baseball. Baseball is going to win it all, and basketball is just kind of kicking the feet up now.
That's exactly what I thought.
You know what I mean?
Mike Bianco tweeted about an hour and a half ago, Ole Miss and Memphis tonight, Pack Swayze. We are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Mississippi State needs to get a fast start tonight. You need to get rolling and early. You do. And I'll be interested to see, and I know y'all are tired of me saying this, transition points. Points in transition. I know there have been times you played some good half-court, offense, but I'm not there yet. Tolu has to be more physical, and Cam Matthews has to be a big piece of the puzzle and early. And then you need to get Josh to drop a shot or two to get going, right? And get the defense thinking, oh gosh, could he go off tonight? And hopefully that will open it up for some other players. Keep an eye on Keyshawn Murphy too tonight, as you need to get him going. So coming off, an Auburn loss, you weren't ever in the game. It was 22-8 at one point. You need this one tonight. It's not all doom and gloom. But yeah, you need a fast start, and then I'm going to see how many, points you can get in transition, especially early. See how that thing looks. We are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. We're brought to you by the amazing Purple mattress with the purple grid. Doesn't trap heat. I absolutely love it. Wendy and I love our purple mattress from Miskelly Furniture and the Miskelly Sleep Stores. If you're in the market for a new mattress, you're looking to upgrade, you want to go to any of the Miskelly Sleep Store locations, lay down on them, check them out. I love the purple mattress, but they've got amazing brands, as you know, many of them, all at locally owned Miskelly Furniture and the Miskelly Sleep Stores. Man, that'd be a big win tonight. It would be a big win. Big net rankings booster for the Dogs. Now, we got a giveaway?
We do.
All right, we got 2 rounds of golf to Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. 2 rounds of golf to Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. It expires March 30th. So you got,
You got a month, basically.
You got 24 days or whatever it is. That's plenty of time. While you're up there, you can kind of do a 2-for-1. If you do win this, you can bet $50 at the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook and Lounge, and you can play Dancing Rabbit, for $30 too. So you can you'll have 2 rounds, and then you can get a discounted round. Go ahead and book your stay and play for March Madness in the big tournament. Go ahead and book your stay and play for March Madness in the big tournament at the Golden Moon Hotel. And then you've got the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook and Lounge. Bet $50 there. Play award-winning Dancing Rabbit Golf Club for $30. What do we want to ask our listeners other than they have to show us that they are subscribed to either Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or our YouTube channel, which is Out of Bounds Sports, and we're on there right now. What do we do?
So I've got a funny story that
Let's
goes
do
along
pregame
with this.
food.
Yes. What's the worst pregame food that you can think of so you're drinking on this stomach all day? Say you're out,
Okay,
like,
if it's September, it's pasta.
ooh.
Real thick pasta with white. This is something you would chow down on.
Oh, well,
Okay?
no doubt.
You would go straight into the tailgate, not have any self-awareness. September 4th, hot as hell, 120 to, heat, maybe more, heat index, and you would load up on some pasta and Alfredo.
Oh, the white sauce. And
Yeah, and it's
got,
real. It's so hot that you can lick it with your tongue. Not the pasta.
Oh,
just
the
everywhere.
air.
Just the air.
The air.
Like you can grab the air and put it on your plate and cut it.
Right. The air soup.
Yeah. Pick it up, lick it, whatever you want to do.
Oh, man. And the pasta has that like cheese film over it. You know how like when cheese sits out for a little while, like that melted cheese, it'll have that film. Oh, terrible.
Maybe Rotel that's been out for about 3 hours on a September 6th game. Yeah. Let's think what else.
Get Off My Balls said any egg dish, deviled quiche,
any egg dish. See that
egg salad.
You would load up on egg salad on September 6th, and then you'd just be a walking gas deal.
Just a hazard, absolute hazard.
Yeah, in the stadium.
Actually, so the worst pregame food that I've ever encountered myself was in college. Down on your money, don't have much, obviously. I'm eating spicy microwave noodles. Okay.
Spicy microwave noodles?
So
you thought that was a good idea on game day?
I'm drinking a Four Loko. No, this is before a night out. Okay, so I'm drinking a Four Loko. Are you familiar with a Four Loko?
Is it an energy drink?
Think 13% alcohol in a tall boy. That it's like liquid nitrogen, and it's like a energy drink also. So it's like an alcoholic energy drink.
So
it feels like.
Is it malt liquor or is it beer?
I think so. I never asked any questions. The whole culture around Four Loko is that it's absolutely gasoline. It's really, so they're like $2. It's good for like a college, not good. College students are drawn to them because 13% alcohol. They're like $2, $3, tall boys.
That sounds awful.
Absolutely terrible. So one of those.
I think it almost sounds like it makes Zima sound good.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those.
Which is insane.
with the microwave noodles, and that like it was a bomb. It was an absolute bomb in my stomach.
When did you do this?
On
a Friday night?
Yeah, this was like
on Saturday, a game day.
I had some friends staying with us, so we had a football game. I think it was the LSU game my freshman year or sophomore year.
Did y'all win?
Sophomore year, no.
Okay.
We did not win. It wasn't fun, but it was a good time because my friends just kept getting on me about the noodles and the Four Loko. You've never heard of Four Loko?
No.
You've got to ask your kids would definitely know what Four Loko is, just because now it's a joke.
Okay.
Now it's like the butt of the joke because it's so terrible.
I'll ask them later today. Okay, so let's get down to the brass tacks. What are we asking the listeners to do?
The worst pregame food. So, like Rob on the text line said, chili. The worst food to eat at a pregame.
Yes.
Pizza. Pizza's the worst.
It's not. It's up there. I mean, it's got to be in the discussion. I think we're going to land on some other things.
War Eagle Rich said Captain Rodney's.
Absolutely.
Said it has to be Captain Rodney's, right? I don't know. I would think something along the lines of very mayo-y or like a buffalo chicken sandwich.
Oh, God.
Something like that.
I don't even want that at lunch today.
Ooh, or Thai food?
Yeah, I mean, but who would think... all right, first of all, if you're a non-drink... No, I don't... It could go bad either way. If you're sipping on beverages throughout the day, you have to think through this.
Mm-hmm.
As far as, your Thai food. I mean, Thai food's out, but I mean, how many times do you see Thai food at the tailgate?
Well, I'm not.
I know it's been done, but come on.
So you're talking tailgate. I was just talking pregame, like.
Oh, you're just
general.
talking whether you're at your house and some people are coming up, whatever.
Yeah, if you're like gonna go out.
Oh, you may go get a takeout order at lunch to watch football all day, but you may get Thai food.
Right, exactly.
Well, when you're at your home and you can control everything,
it's a different story.
That's a different deal.
Okay.
But when you're in the Grove,
mm-hmm.
and you're in the Junction and you have to use public restrooms.
Oh.
You have to be I have been very, very careful for you. I mean, I don't have to eat a lot of food. You know, there is something about the way we're wired on game day that we have to pound like 10 times what we normally eat. It's insane.
That's true, honestly.
Well, I think in SEC land, it's anxiety and nerves, also excitement of the game day because you're with your friends and you're where, you know, kind of your magical, I was dumb as hell, didn't have to think all the time, didn't have the weight of the world on me, college years.
Okay, yeah, right.
Your stress was a lot of it manufactured, and it's nothing compared to when you get out and really have to have kids and bills and mortgage and all the things that come with that. So I think there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of adrenaline, but there's also anxiety because if you're playing UT Chattanooga, there's not.
Right. You're just.
But there can still be a lot of excitement and adrenaline.
Yeah. Oh,
but
no
if
doubt.
your SEC games have become where people are so wound up, I mean, they are so wound up and it's tight and da-da-da. And, you know, and they can't really they're balancing having an amazing social time with their friends with also eventually you will sit down, the game will start, and you will live on every play.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real weird, we're very collegiate, and our life here is very, very weird and odd, and I love it, but it is strange the way we go about the day.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You sit there and you're nervous and you're having fun and you're just talking to people.
Absolutely.
So you're stuffing your face with food.
I mean, I've seen people like eating at a level you're like, that person doesn't eat like that on a Tuesday.
Right.
Or
exactly.
a Wednesday. Or a Thursday. It's nervous eating.
Right.
I think it's kind of like airports. You got to be careful. I had a guy that I really respect 25 years ago be like, dude, however hungry you think you are in an airport, you know, eat half or less than half of what you think you need. You don't need a lot, but your body, there's anxiety. You're about to fly on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Even those people who fly all the time, there's still a weird deal. We're about to go up in the air type deal. All right. It goes back to the whole boozing in airports.
Yeah.
But eating is the same way. I think it's nervous eating.
I would say so.
A little bit. I'm not saying you're freaking out, but some people do. But there's a little bit of nervous anxiety eating at the airport.
I think you're right because you eat foods at the airport that you normally wouldn't eat out of the airport.
What's the guy's name for the Tupelo Daily Journal that's so funny that covers Ole Miss? Michael Katz.
Right.
So this was like a year ago. He was going back. You know, he's a Southern Cal alum. And he was going back to L.A. to see his family. And he was like, you got to love the airport at 7 a.m. in the morning. You can go any direction. Japanese, Chick-fil-A, Mexican, Chinese. I mean, we're weird. I mean, what are we doing?
Right, like Margaritaville.
Yeah,
like
I mean, you know, people will go up to a bar and order a margarita. They're not going to do that anytime during the year at 7 a.m.
Right. Yeah, going up, ordering.
I need a double Long Island tea. It's 7:30 in the morning. You damn right it is.
Yeah.
And I'm in the Atlanta airport.
Ooh. See, that would be fun being a bartender in the airport.
Not really.
No?
No. I think you're right. If you're in a very super high-end airport, I don't know where. Let me think that through. Probably like the top 10 nicest private airports in the world. But I think about these people all the time because most of them are really nice when you're rolling through and they're dealing with, you know, millions of people. Think about driving to the airport, parking, and just getting to where you're supposed to work.
Ooh, yeah.
It's not as awesome as you just thought.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
now,
drove.
If there's like a private airport in Europe, or what would be where would a lot of I don't know when it's going to be like always busy where you could be a bartender and make, at least 250,000 a year.
Like Milan?
I was thinking Milan, but I was thinking like Beijing, Miami. I don't think Miami and LA and Vegas have enough juice even at their Aspen. Maybe some of the ski. Nah, I'd have to think that through. We'll have to Google that. All right, so we want people to text us on the Ag Up Equipment text line. 601-885-3776. And tell us worst food to eat pregame. And then show us that you're subscribed to either our Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, or YouTube channel, which is Out of Bounds Sports. So it's a little bit different. Now, stay with me here. Spotify and Apple Podcast, you search Out of Bounds with Bo Bounds. Just hit the subscribe button. YouTube channel is Out of Bounds Sports. So a little bit different, but not crazy. I saw Burton Doss last night. Huge Ole Miss fan. Lives in Oxford. He was at Kessler Prime. He listens to the show. He streams the show almost every day. Used to live here and work for Malico Records. And now he's in the healthcare industry in Oxford. He sat down with us last night, and that's what I love. When you stream the show from Oxford, Hattiesburg, Starkville, Atlanta, Dallas, thank you for doing that. And you can stream it on thezone1059.com or the Out of Bounds radio app. Do you have any others?
Yeah, Jake.
As far as worst pregame food?
Jake from Yazoo said, Jason going to Orion's and eating one of everything from the lunch buffet before a night game.
Ooh, that'd be terrible.
Come on. Ryan's
is terrible.
I thought that it was like the cream of the crop.
Well, that was when you were 18. I did too. I mean, we had buffets. I mean, I hammered buffets in high school.
But I
don't remember which ones they were, though, that were open. I just can't. Well, Hamels was open when I was in high school.
Really?
But it was at the old place.
Gotcha.
The little bitty place. It was right by MRA. So, I mean, we could get there in 2 minutes. And when we were seniors, we got out at 1 o'clock.
Oh, so you hammered some food?
No, but I went to Fat Tuesdays more than any. When I was in high school, I would drive down. Fat Tuesdays was right by Colonial Country Club in 1992.
Gotcha.
And so I spent that year eating at Fat Tuesdays all the time.
Man.
And it was amazing.
Amazing.
I wish they would have never moved. It was kind of in a shotgun. It reminded you of New Orleans homes uptown. And you'll find restaurants that are long shotgun houses.
Mm-hmm.
That was the total setup. It was total authentic New Orleans, but in Jackson. And it was awesome. That's where I would smash a massive po' boy and gumbo.
Ooh.
On a weekly basis.
That's good.
And not gaining a pound. Tom Luganville at 8:30. Paul Feinbaum at 9:30. On the Farm Bureau Insurance Guest Line. Good morning. Welcome in. We love you.